friends, it's Friday, September 24th, 12:02 p.m. Um, didn't get anything from this morning, but I literally just read 50 chapters of a very disappointing BL manhua, so a Chinese comic called Silent Lover. It has another title, but it started off really well. It's about a mute concubine who is sent to the palace instead of this political family's daughter because she didn't want to go because the prince is said to be cruel, which he is, and he likes the concubine who happens to be male. And it's supposed to be their love story. It started off great because I expect him to be cruel and then like slowly fall for our main character whose name is Yu. And that happened for a little bit and I was really liking it, and then it kind of just took a really weird left turn where he fell out of favor with the prince for something really stupid. I don't know. I didn't like it. I DNF'd it. I gave it 2 stars. What else? I read 2 books in this series called the Pine Cove series by H.J. Welch. It had potential. So the first book is about these 2 friends who are both queer looking for a roommate. They find one who's an ex-Marine. Robin is one of the tenants looking for a roommate. Dare, short for Alice Dare, is looking for a room, so they become roommates with Robin's best friend. Robin's really shy, so they don't hit it off immediately, but Dare is interested in being friends, and he tries really, really hard to be Robin's friend. Robin needs to go home for a class reunion, but he has an abusive ex that he's scared to confront, and Dare offers to be his fake boyfriend. And then, of course, the story ensues. And it's super sweet. There were just some things about the writing that kind of didn't sit right with me. So Robin has this femme friend named Emery, who's also Asian. And there was a joke about him going like kung fu on Robin's ex boyfriend, and I didn't like that. It was really weird. Other than that, I kind of liked Emery as a character, but there was just so many problems with Emery that it kind of just killed my joy of the story. So I ended up giving the book 3.25 stars. It had a lot of potential to be a solid 4. It just, I don't know, some things that were said and how it was written, I didn't like. And the second book is Emery's book, and I didn't make it very far. I think I made it 30% in, and those same problems kept cropping back up, so I'm dropping the series. And I finally finished, I guess it's a duology for the Demon Magic series by Alice Winters. I gave this one a 4. Both her books are very funny, and they're not quite 5s because they're so quirky, but they're a lot of fun. So I had a great time reading this one. This continues the story from the first book. It's about a 300-plus-year-old mage, and he has a demon who's contracted to him named Havoc, and the mage's name is Miles. They have a lot of banter between them. It's hilarious. I have never laughed so much at a book. Okay, if I haven't talked about these books in a previous vlog, I need to talk about them here. Black and Blue series by Lily Morton. So this is apparently not a finished series by her. She has more planned for Blue. And what is in Levi? I gave both of these books 5 stars. They're very good spooky reads, reads, and I would love to have physical copies of them. The covers are like interesting. I wouldn't say that they're like the most beautiful thing ever, but I would like to have physical copies. Levi has come into wealth. He's come into property in York in England that was left to his mom. She is now deceased. He's going to renovate this house out in York. He's just come out of a relationship with a past boyfriend, and it's perfect timing. There he meets Blue. Blue is a ghost tour person, so he gives ghost tours in York wearing Victorian clothes, hence his the book cover. And he's kind of standoffish, Blue is. And a part of the reason why that is because he's a psychic and he can see ghosts, so he's often spooked by the things he sees. And Levi kind of notices his shifty eyes in the beginning when they meet. So they eventually become friends. Blue likes Levi as a friend and he wants to help Levi. And when they become friends, Levi finds out that Blue is living not on the streets, but basically he's a squatter. And he doesn't have many possessions and he's living in a rundown house. So Levi proposes that they live together in his house. It's haunted though. So since this house is haunted, it's not a restful stay. But that's what the whole book is about. They're trying to expel whatever demon is in that house together. And it's so good. It's not too scary, the first book. And I really enjoyed it. It was just the right amount of spooky for me. And I loved their chemistry as a couple. It's really sweet, them as a couple. And in the second book, they go to an even more haunted house. And it's kind of like Clue, where the owner of the mansion invites a bunch of people to figure out all of the ghosts and evil stories behind the house. And it is really interesting. 5 stars for both. Hi friends, it is September 29th. It's 1:27 p.m. and I basically took photos in this little outfit that I am never wearing again in public. It is a 2-piece set. This top is extremely small, I have a larger chest, so these types of outfits, I should have known when I ordered it that it would not fit. So it technically fits, right? But when you look from the side, it's just skimming where it needs to go. So it looks great in photos, so I'll keep it for photos. I got it from Shein and I was trying them out, and I just took a photo for The Lights on Nocturne Lane by Rowan Parrish. This is from the Garnet Run series, and I'm really, really excited about this one because I gave Better Than People and Best Laid Plans like 5 stars and 4.75. I don't remember which one I gave which. I think this was 4.75 and this one was a 5. But I love them both dearly, so they might as well be a collective 5 stars. They're really, really good. Rowan Parrish is one of my new favorite authors that I discovered this year. And I got to do an interview with her and Charles not too long ago, which is now live on his channel. So that's super exciting. She's very sweet. And I enjoy her books. So the third book, this all takes place in the same small town. The third book is about a single dad who's moving back to the town, and he has a daughter, and he falls in love with the recluse that lives next door to them. So it's got a bunch of tropes that I like, that I'm super into right now. So single dad trope, small town, and a reclusive / grumpy love interest. So I'm super excited about this one. Hi friends, it is October 6th, 11:03 a.m. So today I want to make more of these scrunchies that I made yesterday. It came out really nice. I hope you can see it when I turn around. I think it's super cute. It has these bunny ears. Also, I launched my bookish sweater. Here's the sweater. You see that? It says, love whatever you read, read whatever you love. Oh wait, read whatever you love whatever you read. Oh, as for reading, what am I reading right now? So there is this series that is called The Good Bad Idea series by A.F. Zoella and Ariella Zoella. I'll obviously put a picture over here. I read the first book, Bet on Love, a few weeks ago. I really liked it for the story and the characters, and I say that because the writing is not the strongest. This is one of those cases where you read something and you recognize that it's not the best written story, but you still like it. So with the first book, Bet on Love, it's about Rise, or Rhys, R-H-Y-S, Rise, and his best friend Lucien, who he calls Lucy. I think as soon as I read the nickname for Lucien, I was like, I guess I'm finishing this book. I love cute nicknames. So I read it and was expecting to make fun of it, which I kind of did, just because it wasn't, like I said, not the most well-written book that I've read. But it was super sweet. Her stories are super sweet and cute. Her characters are really fun to read about. I just wish she had a better writing style. That's like my biggest gripe about this series. So the first one is about Rise. He's the son of a billionaire, I think, and he runs some type of separate, multi-million-dollar company from his dad. And he's been tasked with doing an arranged marriage with the girl who's a part of some other well-off family. He doesn't even like this girl. They've been dating for 3 years, but because it was expected, he kept dating her, and now they're going to be married in Vegas. And right off the bat, when the story starts, I have a very hard time believing that anyone thought that these two guys were straight. Lucy's been in love with Rise for as long as he can remember, and their friendship, apparently, he doesn't want Rise to get married, but Rise is kind of just like, if you were a girl, I could marry you, and that whole spiel about that. But they get drunkenly married at a Vegas chapel, and now they have to tell their parents that their marriage is legally binding. They got like the marriage license, and he's wearing her ring. It's stuck on his finger, and they find out that they really do like being a couple. It's super sweet. Super cute. There was one use of a slur that was really unnecessary, didn't even need to be in there, but I gave it 4 stars. It was really cute other than that instance. I skipped book 2 and I read the third book, which is the one I just finished yesterday, called Love Fancy. This one was sweet from start to finish. It's about Brody, who's from Ireland, by the way, his younger brother Calum, and Rise's business partner's best friend's brother, who is a model. His name is Rune, and he's 10 years older than Calum. Calum is 20, Rune is 30. Calum is an administrative assistant at Rise's company, and Calum has immigrated to the US because he has been kicked out of his house because his dad found out that he was gay. Calum is pure sunshine. He's super sweet. He's super cute. He's a redhead. He wears bow ties, and he has not an obsession, but he has the same taste as Rune in fashion, so that's why Rune's brother introduces them, because they like the same designer, and they immediately have sparks. It's really adorable, this age gap romance. They're just cute. I thought I'd mention them because it's not really a series that anyone talks about, since, like I said, I don't necessarily think they are the best. I'm just saying they're really cute and I enjoy reading them.
Really not. Just a little dazed. Come with me. I'll show you to your suite and explain more about your role. I keep pacing alongside Veronica as she strides briskly through the halls of the palace. My eyes don't really know where to look, but I decide to listen to Veronica for an hour and get my bearings later. As we've already discussed, you'll be tutoring the prince at Stanhope House. That starts at 12. This afternoon, the princess will be having her first riding lesson. I thought you might like to be there for that. I nod in acknowledgement. Yes, thank you. What time? That will be at 4. Also, the new tutor has just arrived. A pause in my step. New tutor? What's happened to Penny?
Hi friends, it is Friday, September 8th, 11:47 a.m. and today is the Paranormal Romance readathon. It's a weekend readathon. As always, I kind of decide last minute that I want to join in, so I don't have anything planned to read as of right now. Also, I want to show you the pictures I just hung up over my typewriter station. I think it's super cute. I have these Studio Ghibli postcards. Let me show you the box. So here's the Studio Ghibli postcard box. You can get this on Amazon. It kind of went viral on TikTok, and I had my eyes on it before because I saw a lot of people were just posting the regular postcards on their wall without frames, and I was going to do that. I was going to be super simple and just put them on my wall without frames, but my paint is semi-glossy. It's a satin texture, so it's a little bit slick, and I think it's hard for me to just put things up with tack, so I bang more holes into my walls than I honestly should, which is why my curtain fell the other day. Anyways, so the postcards kind of look like this, where you've got scenes from the Ghibli movies. This is from Howl's Moving Castle, which is my favorite Ghibli. And I did not choose any of these to go up there. I chose one of Howl and Sophie. This is Kiki. I also chose a picture from Kiki. And Castle in the Sky, which I really, really love. Castle in the Sky is one that I came to love recently. And so on and so forth. This is The Wind Rises and other Ghiblis. There's 100 postcards in here. And I picked 3. Are they necessarily my favorites out of all of the 100? I wouldn't say so. I wanted to put way more in that corner, but because I had 3 frames and I wanted it to be super simple, super, cute, I picked the 3 that I thought fit that corner the best.